Okay, hey y'all. So I'm just recording a video so that you all can see the answers to the practice that I assigned you all. I'm gonna work them out here for you all just to make sure before you take that quiz on Edmodo that you all understand how to do the problems, okay? So the way you're supposed to do is you are supposed to practice by doing 1 through 6. Okay, that's your practice. That's what you do on your own. On the Edmodo quiz will be questions 7 through 12. Okay, you're basically just saying whether it's greater than or less than. So when you go on Edmodo and you view your quiz, you'll see number 7, your answer for A will be greater than, B will be less than. So you're going to tell me whether this is greater than or less than this one. Okay, you'll see what I mean when you look at the quiz. If not, as always, just feel free to ask me a question. Okay, I'll remind Edmodo, whatever it may be. Also, I have 2 pets. Okay, so if you all hear a dog and a bird, it's because they're yelling and they're having a good time. But first we'll do number 1, okay? You were supposed to watch the YouTube video that I instructed before doing the practice, okay? And if you watch the YouTube video, one of the first things that it tells you to do when we're looking at this problem, we have 4.5 times 10 to the 7th power. Okay, this is scientific. So we have scientific notation, okay? And then we have 4.5 times 10 to the 6th power. So the first thing I want to do just for this one is write it out, okay? So if we have 4.5 times 10 to the 7th, that's 4.5, okay, times 10 to the 7th power. That tells us that we're going to move this decimal over 7 times. So let's move it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, put in my zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this number is 450. Okay, I'm put in my commas. 1, 2. Okay, it's 45 million. Okay, the second number we have on this paper is 4.5 times 10 to the 6th. So if I want to write that out, we have 4.5 times 10 to the 6th power. We're moving the decimal over 6 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put in our zeros. And I'm going to rewrite the number. Okay, put my commas in. Okay, now that's $4.5 million. So would you rather have $45 million or $4.5 million? Okay, we'd rather have $45 million. So that tells me that 4.5 times 10 to the 7th is going to be greater than 4.5 times 10 to the 6th. Now we didn't have to do this because if you all watched the YouTube video, you all would know. If these base numbers are the same, our coefficients are the same, all we have to do is look at the exponents. Is 7 greater than 6? Yes. So we know that this one is going to be greater. And look at number 2. Okay. We have 1.4 times 10 to the 8th power and 8.6 times 10 to the 4th power. First thing we want to look at is, are exponents the same? Our exponents are not the same. Okay. The exponent here is 8. The exponent here is 4. So what's greater, 8 or 4? Our 8 is greater, so we know this one's going to be greater. Okay, same thing with number 3. We have 7.3 times 10 to the 6th, and we have 1.5 times 10 to the 6th. Okay, we look at our exponents first. If we know that our exponent for the first one is 6, and our exponent for the second one is 6, okay, they're the same. So how would we compare? If we watched the YouTube video, you would know you compare these coefficients, 7.3 to 1.5. What is bigger, 7.3 or 1.5? 7.3 is bigger than 1.5. Okay, down to number 2. First thing, always, first thing to do, compare exponents. Okay, compare exponents first. So, number 4, we have 2.2 times 10 to the 12th, 9.5 times 10 to the 4th. We'll look at the exponents, 12 and 4. Okay, what's bigger, 12 or 4? 12 is bigger than 4. So we know that that one's going to be greater. Let's think about this logically. If you're going to move the decimal place 12 times, okay, which will give you 11 zeros in this case. And then here you're only moving the decimal place 4 times. So just when we looked here, all right, which number is bigger? You want to keep moving that decimal. You want your number to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, number 5. Let's look at our exponents, okay? The exponent here is 5. The exponent here is 5. They're the same. So what do we do when our exponents are the same? We look at the coefficients. Okay, which one is greater, 1.9 or 6.5? 6.5 is greater. Okay, that's all you have to do here. Let's write this one out. I want you all to have another example to reference. So with number 5, okay, let's get my notebook up. Number 5, we have 1.9 times 10 to the 5th power. And we have 6.5 times 10 to the 5th power. Okay, we're moving these over the same amount of times, all right? But at the end, we're going to compare which number is bigger. So we have 1.9, okay? Let's move that decimal over 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put in our zeros. We talked about this in class for those of us that were able to talk about scientific notation in class. We know there's going to be 4 zeros behind this 9 because in order to begin adding zeros, you have to move it over 1 time. So you know that it's going to be 4 zeros behind it. Down here, you have to move it over 1 time before you can start adding zeros. So you know as well there's going to be 4 zeros back here. And I'll rewrite this number. So we have 1, 9, 1, 2, 3. Okay, just rewriting it. 190,000. Okay, do the same thing here. We're going to have 6.5. And we want to move the decimal over 5 times. See, just to move it over, that's 1. Okay, we got to move it 4 more times. So we know it's going to be 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll rewrite the number down here just so we can not have all this mess. 650,000. Okay, think about this in money terms. Would you rather have $650,000 or $190,000? Okay, you rather have that $650,000. Okay, that's what we see here. 6.5 times 10 to the 5th is going to be bigger, okay, greater than 1.9 times 10 to the 5th. Okay, so always first compare exponents. Okay, if one exponent is bigger than the other, that one's automatically going to be bigger. Okay, and then after we compare exponents, if they are the same, okay, as we saw in number 5, if they are the same, all you have to do is look at these coefficients. 6.5 is bigger than 1.9. Okay, so 1, compare exponents. 2, look at coefficients. Okay, awesome. Number 6. Okay, step 1. Let's look at these exponents. We have 2 and we have 9. Okay, is 2 bigger than 9? Nope. 9 is bigger than 2. So we already know this number is going to be greater. Okay, that's all you have to do. As always, if you have questions, let me know. You all will have 7 through 12 as a quiz on Edmodo. Again, your only options for 7 and 12 are going to be, is the answer greater than or is it less than? You all will do these on your own. You also don't have to print these papers out. Feel free to just rewrite them as I did on notebook paper. You will need notebook paper. Please take notes during this and during the YouTube video. And let me know if you all have questions.